All right, so it's a Thursday. There's a storm in the Gulf, and Saturday is in question. So I'm burning a personal day to get out there, kind of on a big solo trip. But we're gonna get out and see what we can find during the week. So I get out to this first Mayan Princess rig, and the first fish I came into contact with, or that hit a bait, was a king. Sorry about the wonky camera angle. I was trying to get it pushed into the right position, but had some issues on this particular day with video. On the bright side, got him right in the right spot, grab him by the tail, make it look easy. And I'm trying to look for where the hooks are hanging out. You got to be careful with that. Don't want to get impaled when I'm solo, especially. So I'm going to open his mouth, and the one hook that's still in there is in the roof of its mouth. Not a problem, you just got to be careful, and they do have razor blade teeth, so using the pliers is important. Got it out, and I'll put him up here and show you what he looks like. Nice fish. And I'm going to put him into the hold, and people have asked, how do you keep them cold? Well, the floor of the hold is lined with 9 frozen water bottles, so I've got plenty to drink if I need it later, but in the meantime it keeps my fish nice and cold. So this second rig I pulled up to, while I was jigging in the front, one of the back rods went off, and it's a snapper. Interesting, I didn't expect a snapper at this rig, but I'll take him. And notice the importance of a sharp gaff. I just kind of lay it up next to his gills and pop, 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 and it goes through. And so it didn't require any crazy moves to get the gaff to set in the fish. Got him undone. It's a fat 20-inch snapper. Yes, sir. I'll take that every day. This fish is about 6.5 miles out. Good Spanish. When it hit, you can tell it's hot by this point because the water that gets on the screen turns into salt real quick. So got this fish by the tail. He's not real happy with me. It's a big Spanish. It's 29 inches, and for a Spanish mackerel, that's kind of on the upper end of what you're going to find. Irma, this one's for you. My administrative assistant at the office loves these things, and I like taking them to her because when your office people are happy, everything is better at work. This fish, watch my rod jiggle as it just rips the drag out. It's shredding the line right now. So it's running quick and out to the side. I'm trying to straighten the boat out so I keep him pointed in front of me. And you'll see me look over to my right. Yeah, right there. I'm wondering where that lure is back there. It's going to come back and get me here in a minute, but first things first, let's get this fish and get him boated. So one of the key things to do if you're going to grab fish by the tail is let them get up close and zip around first. They're real excited when they first get close to the boat. This one has already calmed down. So I just gently lead his nose away. Boom. As soon as you can see that tail, grab it. I even dropped it, picked it right back up. So I got that done, and now why half a ribbon fish? Because the porpoise that are hanging around are eating the back of my ribbons off, driving me crazy. But I've got to stow it, keep all the sharps out of the water for a minute, because that other rod is tangled around, the line's tangled around the rudder. I'm looking around, there is no company out here. I'm all by myself 6 miles out. But I don't want to lose that lure that's hanging out the back, or shred a bunch of line pulling it in around the rudder. So I'm going to jump off, go back there, get it untangled as quickly as I can. Only takes about 3 times around the rudder, and I've got it loose. Let that line sink, it'll go now. And getting back in, the key is reach across and find the handle, and then slide yourself up, flip over and put your butt right into the seat well. Everything else is easy because your gravity is centered again. Well, that's it for today, guys. Class dismissed.